The Princess of Wales died on August 31, 1997 after sustaining fatal injuries in a car crash. According to reports at the time, Diana uttered her final words right after she was pulled from the wreckage of the crash, which occurred when Diana and her then-boyfriend, Dodi Fayed, were being pursued by paparazzi in their vehicle in Paris, France. Diana's driver, Henri Paul, was reportedly speeding and lost control of the car, which caused the vehicle to collide with a column in the middle of the Pont de l'Alma tunnel. Both Paul and Fayed were killed instantly on impact. Diana, however, was still alive for a few hours following the accident. A firefighter who led the response team was reportedly the last person to speak to Diana before she was rushed to the Pitié-Salpêtrière hospital. Gourmelin revealed that he was able to get Princess Diana to breathe again after delivering chest compressions. It was a relief, of course, because as a first responder you want to save lives, and that's what I thought I had done. However, when Gourmelin learned she passed away from her injuries the next day, it was very upsetting. He said, "I know now that there were serious internal injuries, but the whole episode is still very much in my mind. The memory of that night will stay with me forever." In Tina Brown's book, The Diana Chronicles, Dr. Frederick Mayles, an EMT who had been driving through the tunnel at the EMA of the crash, told her that Diana woke up in pain from the crash. "She kept saying how much she hurt," Mayles told Brown. Brown also reported on Diana's last moments awake after the crash. She turned her head and saw the lifeless Dodi just in front of her, then turned her head again toward the front where the bodyguard was writhing and where Henri Paul lay dead. She became agitated, then lowered her head and closed her eyes. And said, "My God, what has happened?" Diana and Fayed, who arrived in Paris after a 10-day getaway on the French Riviera, got into Paul's car a few minutes after midnight on August 31, 1997, before their car crashed. It's believed that Diana and Fayed planned to travel to Fayed's private estate in Paris. According to Oprah magazine, the posted speed limit for the road for 30 miles per hour. However, Paul approached the entrance of the tunnel at around 70 miles per hour, which led him to lose control of the car and collide with a pillar in the middle of the highway. According to a report by The Telegraph at the time, a French investigation found that Paul, who was the deputy head of security at the Hotel Ritz, had been intoxicated by alcohol and under the effects of prescription drugs, including antidepressants and antipsychotic drugs, at the time of the crash. The investigation found that he was solely responsible for the accident. Investigations also revealed that Rhys Jones survived because he was wearing a seatbelt, while no one else in the car was wearing one.